This is Diana at Warriors Ukrainian with a special report on yesterday's shocking attack on Chernihiv. Russian troops shelled Chernihiv on the 19th of August. The attack resulted in civilian deaths and injuries. The explosion took place at 11:30 in the morning. The head of the Chernihiv Regional Military Administration, Vyacheslav Chaus, confirmed the attack. Previously, the enemy used ballistics. Subsequently, the OVA announced the Iskander attack. What is known about the number of victims and wounded? Update. As of 12 midday on August the 20th, the general director of the second city hospital in Chernihiv, Vladislav Kuchar, said that 156 people sought medical help after a missile attack on the drama theater in the center of Chernihiv. He stressed that 41 people remain in the city's hospitals. There are seriously ill patients. In addition, 115 people have already received assistance. As of 6:20 a.m. on August the 20th, the number of victims has risen to 148 people, 7 dead. The search and rescue operation at the site of the Russian attack in Chernihiv has been completed. There are 41 people in the city's hospitals. 15 people were operated on. This was announced by the head of the OVA, Vyacheslav Chaus. As of 1:40 p.m., the death toll rose to 6. A 6-year-old girl died in hospital. The girl who died is the 6th victim of 6 years. The patrolman tried to provide first aid, put on a tourniquet. There was a very large blood loss. Unfortunately, the doctors could not save her, Igor Klemenko said on the air of telethon. According to him, the girl's mother is also in serious condition. There are other victims in serious condition who need surgical intervention. The enemy hit the center of Chernihiv. All emergency services are on site. There is information about the wounded. The data is being specified while the alarm continues. Stay in cover, Lomarko noted. Note that the explosions thundered during the air raid. Previously, the Air Force warned of a missile hazard, in particular for Chernihiv, as well as Poltava, Sumy, Kiev, Zhytomyr regions. The enemy terrorized the Ukrainians at night. By the way, at night, the enemy also attacked Ukraine, but with the use of shock drones. The Russians launched Shaheds from Kursk. The forces and means of air defense worked in the northern and central, as well as the western regions of the country. 15 out of 17 drones were destroyed. Chernihiv is recovering from the terrible events of Saturday. Today, townspeople bring flowers and toys to the epicenter of the tragedy. 3 days of mourning have been declared in the city. Thank you for listening. Not that this at all justifies the shocking attack on a civilian center. The reason this Chernihiv was targeted was due to being a venue for an unapproved drone developers fair. The local authorities hadn't been told about it, and it had been organized by a low-level politician attached to the Military of Defense. Drone developers had been invited by her to show off their work. Rather than keep it low-key, it was publicized the night before on local TV, and the next day, down came a Russian Iskander, wiping out some of Ukraine's best drone designers. The woman who organized it didn't comprehend her own stupidity until after the event. Russia used it to say that it was also full of NATO officers, and they killed 60 of them, so it got plenty of traction on state media there. Chernihiv is also just a stone's throw away from the Russian border. Thank you for listening.
Також великий парк, де мами гуляли зі своїми дітьми вже з самого ранку. Вся площа, яка знаходиться за моєю спиною, була заставлена автомобільним транспортом. Люди вже почали заходити до кафе, до ресторанів.